Gus, thank you very much for speaking with talkSPORT. I think first time we've spoken to talkSPORT. A busy winter for you, I guess a busy year for you, but just kind of as we approach the end of the winter, one game left, how would you sum up the winter for you personally, kind of coming into the England team throughout the summer? What's the last couple of months been like for you, Gus?
It's been very exciting. It's been great. You know, I remember sitting on the bench at Surrey, sort of thinking, I'm not playing. This is tough. I'm not getting where I want to be. So to be in a position now that I've got a central contract, I've played for England is amazing, and I try and sort of remember that sort of day to day when when I'm maybe thinking, I've got to go to the gym or whatever. I've got to sort of remember, I'm out here playing for England, which is my dream. So, I mean, to be picked in the Test series is something that I'm very, very proud of myself for, and I'm really looking forward to.
Can you quite believe though how quickly everything's kind of happened for you? You mentioned there, sat on the bench at Surrey, and 6 months later, everyone knows who Gus Atkinson is. You're in the Test squad. You got yourself an IPL contract. Do you have to sometimes kind of pinch yourself a little bit? And why do you think this has happened for you so quickly over the last couple of months?
It's something that I'm very grateful for. But to be honest, it's something that I reckon I knew once I was frustrated sort of in the season because I wasn't where I wanted to be, and I knew sort of my ability, and I knew when I got the chance that I'd be able to make what's happened happen, and I just think why it's happened is I don't know. I mean, I just had the opportunities in the summer, and that's it really. I mean, I know my ability, and I knew this is what could happen, so yeah.
And as well, we have a mutual friend, because obviously your head coach is Gareth Batty, and Gareth Batty does a lot of work with talkSPORT. He's doing commentary during this series. What's it been like working with Bats over the last couple of years?
It's been great. I mean, I can't say a bad word about Bats. He's such a good head coach, and I think he's been so good for the group. Obviously, 2 Champos out of 2 for him, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, no, he's brilliant. He's so flexible for all the lads, and he's so inspiring for all of us. He's great around the dressing room. He's top drawer.
I know you spoke to the written media, and they asked you about your IPL contract, and you played it very cool. I wasn't that bothered. I mean, come on, nonsense. It's just me and you now. Come on, when you found out KKR, nice little payday. I mean, come on, there must have been a little bit of get in there, have some of that.
Yeah, no, it was good. But as I sort of said, I'm quite level, but I don't think it's really settled in, to be honest. I sort of have to keep reminding myself. But yeah, to be going to an IPL is pretty amazing.
You might as well buy a house in India, you're spending so much time there, right?
I know. I mean, I'd never been before the World Cup, and I'm probably there for 6 months over the winter. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
We spoke to Reece Topley a couple of weeks ago, and he told us all about Topley Tours, we're calling it. He left the World Cup, he goes to America, he's done some pretty cool things, met some famous people and everything, although he wouldn't name drops for us. Have you been on Topley's tours in the Caribbean? I think I saw you boys at Oystons in Barbados. Have you guys been out and about doing some fun things?
Yeah, I mean, we've been out and about a bit. Nothing major, but yeah, the few. I mean, you're out here in the Caribbean. Why would you sit in the hotel? So yeah, we've been wanting to go out, few restaurants, Oystons, as you said. So yeah, it's been great.
One more question on this winter in white ball cricket. If I was to say to you, Gus Atkinson's best strength in T20 cricket, I know obviously you'll do what the captain tells you to do, but what's your big strength? Is it middle overs, or do you want to go 2 at the top, 2 at the death? How do you see Gus Atkinson impacting this T20 side in the best possible way?
I think, to be honest, power play bowling and then through the middle. I think, I can bowl death, but it's something that I want to work on and keep evolving at. So yeah, I think that's, I want to become an all bowler, all phase of the game bowler. So yeah, I'm just going to keep working towards that.
And that T20 World Cup in the West Indies, is that something that's well and truly in the back of your mind, something you're targeting, another World Cup with England?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, why wouldn't you want to come out here and play in a World Cup? So yeah, that's something that I'll have my eye on.
And I guess obviously after this, and you got a bit of a break, but how much you're relishing the opportunity to go to India with the Test team and be part of Bazball. I mean, that's something that must really excite you.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of great things about sort of the Test stuff and the Test environment, so that's something I'm really looking forward to, and to be able to go to India where cricket is obviously such a big thing, it'll be a great challenge but also a great experience to try Bazball out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think you're officially allowed to say it. We can say it. You can't officially say it. We'll cut that out. But does it make it even more, playing for England, does it make it even that extra little bit special that there are so many Surrey players around as well, guys you would have played with for many years? Does that make it more special, and is it just a bit easier to kind of come into the team knowing you got a lot of mates here?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it almost, sometimes you have to remember, oh, this is playing for England. Like, I've got so many mates that I've known for so many years. It's a pretty cool experience, us all playing for England.
You seem a very relaxed guy, I've got to say. You seem like you're just, you're not letting all this get to you. You're just taking it sort of day by day.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's just me. I don't really see any other way of going about it. I mean, I like to just not play things down, but just sort of stay as level as possible.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.